Carol Hicks Bolton, and I design a collection of furniture for ejvictor. We met ejvictor probably 10 years ago. We were retailers in Texas, and I used to sit on their back stoop and mix up all their fabrics and their beautiful frames, and they decided they needed to know more about what I was doing because they liked the way it looked. Pretty soon we started working together, and as you can see, I dress in kind of a layered way. And that's also my look and my home and the way I like to dress furniture. It's all about old. I mean, I would like to think that when people walk into your store or my store and they see this furniture, they'll say, "Oh, I didn't know you carried antiques." That's really the whole story behind Carol Hicks Bolton, is making furniture look old and comfortable as if it's been loved on and sat on by generations of folks. This season we introduced a new collection. We called it Frenchy instead of French. It is mostly about things that we found in France, but we didn't want to be so serious as to pigeonhole it into a Parisian collection. We wanted it to seem like, yeah, it did all come from France, but maybe there's a piece from Venice that a French woman brought home as a souvenir from a holiday. The first time we went to France, my husband and I came home with souvenirs. Lots of little tiny tables that we could put in boxes, pillows with wonderful detail, little trimmings from curtains that we loved. So all these things became the inspiration for this collection. The trims a lot of them are made with metallic, so they look old. They look like old tarnished trims that you see in the Paris flea market on pillows. We also were real inspired by tassels. You know how the French people put tassels on everything? And there are lots of different kinds of yarn. They add sequins. They're tarnished, they have applique on them. A lot of the gimps are hand knitted, and they have little velvet ribbons that could be French going through them. The little tables all have signs of love and wear and tear. They've got dents and love marks as if they've been around forever. We did some beautiful wood pieces that have a nod to Paris and the south of France. We did the greatest bar. It's a wine bar. It has antique marble, antique glass. It's in an old paint finish. There's wine storage underneath and an ice chest. It's a beautifully functional piece, and it's so much fun. And since everybody's so interested in wine, it's a piece that is really beautiful on its own, but also is very, very functional. My other favorite piece, I think, is an Italian Bombay chest that is just stunning. It's a beautiful cracked veneer. It looks so old. It looks like it's been in someone's left bank living room for 100 years. There's a linen press that looks like once held beautiful stacks of some laundry woman's linens. Every piece just really nods to the fact that Americans really love Paris and love to go there and love the memories that they bring home with them. We based the colors of the Frenchy collection on our memories of those beautiful old castles and old Parisian townhomes that are open now to touring. And it seems like all of the bright emerald greens had faded to old olives, and the bright gilt that was once perfect has now faded to almost a fawn color or a soft gold. The bright, shiny brown wood tones are now flat and old and wonderful, and in my opinion, of course, even better than they were when they were new. So those are really the three colors that we started with. We added a little bit of a funny old rose and a baby blue that's faded to almost nothing. There's some barely dirty ecru and an old aqua. And really, that's it. That's the color palette for the Frenchy collection. As a family on the weekends, we went antiquing or junking, as we called it. And I think that's where I sort of learned to appreciate fun, old things, history, details of life, this layering that I talk about that I love to do so much. And the other thing is that my parents let the three of us decorate our room however we wanted to. So we could paint it any color, we could have any furniture we wanted, assuming we could afford it. My mom tells the story about, I think I was in 6th grade, and I had finished my room except for my bed, and I couldn't find the bed I wanted. And so I slept on the floor for 3 years until I found the bed I wanted. So that's my encouragement to the people who know our furniture and want to buy our furniture is you gotta love it. And it's got to speak to you, and it's got to feel like it used to belong to your grandmother. I mean, you should love it when you buy it.